What to do on the layout today? What's that noise? Where's that coming from? Oh my gosh! It's the Phantom. Run! Hey guys, Sid from Sid's Trains here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very unique model from Lionel. This model was produced in 1998 and it's called the Phantom. In particular, the Pratt Hollow Phantom. This right here is a complete fantasy model from Lionel. It's not a fantasy paint scheme, it's a fantasy model. This thing never existed in real life, and it's based on old style cars, streamlining, and just design in general. But because it's based on all those old designs, it looks very futuristic, something kind of out of like a Marvel movie or some kind of space sci-fi movie or something like that. It's very fantasy based, it is not real. But because of that, it's so unique. So before we take a look at this model in particular, I want to just talk about the Lionel models of the Phantom. This is not the only version of the Phantom Lionel made over the years. They've made 5 different models. They made the Pratt Hollow Phantom, which is this one in this kind of gunmetal greenish color. They then made a red Phantom with a red and yellow paint scheme, a green Phantom with a all green shell and some gray accents and black accents. Then they made a silver Phantom, looked just like this one but was silver. And then finally, more recently, they made a Lion Chief Batman Phantom. It was a Lion Chief set, and it had a kind of camo Batman paint scheme to it, which is really neat. But the Phantom in general is so cool because it's not real. It is all just fake, and because it's fake, Lionel could just take liberties with it. And if I pick it up here and I show you, this is such a unique looking model. The front of it has this little turbine. There's the cool headlights. On top, there is this red lens. There's these vents on the roof. Such a unique, streamlined model. And then, of course, it sounds awesome. The sound effects in this are so cool. And yet, it's Rail Sounds 2.5. It is very old school. This model is actually based on the Lionel GP9 chassis. If I flip this over, this is very similar to a GP9 with this fuel tank, these trucks, and the only difference is these side frames and of course the whole shell itself. But overall, it's just based on the GP9. But looking behind the engine are these cars. There is a 4-car set for this engine. They also made cars for the other Phantoms as well. But this engine I have the 4-car set for. There's kind of a baggage car. There's a coach car with a Vistadome roof to it. Back behind it is another coach car, and then an observation car with a very unique little back head light that has 2 little tiny whitish green lights that shine through this red lens. And then all of the cars have illuminated interiors, but the windows are kind of tinted blackish green. And when the lights are off, it just looks awesome because there's just this glow from coming from the cars. Overall, a very unique piece from Lionel. And I really hope Lionel would one day redo this with Legacy or Lion Chief 2.0 because the sounds are awesome. And the only unfortunate part about this set is that it was only ever made, other than the Lion Chief version, with Pullmore style AC motors. There's nothing wrong with Pullmore motors. There's just no speed control. They can speed up and slow down as they please with the voltage of the track. And sometimes they can be loud. Luckily, mine is very quiet. These GP9s usually have quiet motors, but sometimes you'll find an oddball and it's kind of louder. But overall, gorgeous set, and it's kind of spooky when you turn it on. It just has this kind of creepy spaceship noise when you turn it on. The horn, so to speak, is like haunting. It's like someone screaming. It's really deep and spooky is just really the best way to put it. And then the bell sounds like straight up something out of an alien movie. It sounds like an alien. And those are the main sounds that come out of this engine. And all of this combined makes it one of the most unique sets that I have in my collection. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing else that can beat this in just the unique factor. There's some models that are super detailed, have tons of features. Some have gorgeous paint jobs, some are tin plates, some are die cast, some are shiny, some are dull. Doesn't matter, but this model in particular is just so unique, and I'm very happy that I was able to pick this one up. My dad actually found this for me. I wasn't even looking for a Phantom at the time, but the day he found it, I had gone to a train store, but I didn't buy anything because I didn't see anything there. And when he sent me this, it was such a good deal for the engine and all the cars that I could not turn it down. There was an old TM Books video that I watched. I'm pretty sure it might have been the Lionel Century video. And there's a scene where this engine's sitting there and it starts up and they blow the horn. And that, as like a 5-year-old, was the coolest thing in the world. And I'm so glad I'm able to have this now. So enough of me talking. Let's go start this engine up and run it around the layout for the rest of the video. As always, like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Comment below and tell others about the channel. I'm Sid, and I'll see you next time, guys.